Hello and welcome to PPR's PC Division 2. We're here in Canada, Montreal, for the Canadian Grand Prix. It's about to get real saucy here for PPR up in Canada. We're going to go ahead and check out our drivers for this evening. These are our PC Division 2 driver lineup. So we got Persian King, of course, Dr. McShorty. Both their favorite tracks last week did really well at Monaco, but now it's Canada. We'll see what they can do. Persian King currently first in the driver's standings with his teammate Dr. McShorty sitting in third. So combined to make first place in the constructors. Ferrari doing pretty well so far this season. 5 races, 6 races in. We got McLaren too. We got Skybits and Stryfium. This is both their favorite track. So I believe I was guaranteed a podium from these guys. So best look out for those McLaren boys. They're currently in 4th and 11th respectively, doing pretty decent in the constructor standings. We got Alfa Romeo consisting of Racer 33 and of course Kubele. They're currently sitting 7th and 9th in the driver's standings, so not too bad. Both in the top 10, looking to improve on their constructors record. Of course, next up we've got Toro Rosso, we've got Dump Truck and the Gaming Nub. Both on opposite ends of the table at the moment. Dump Truck being in 4th place, trying to push his way onto the podium for the Drivers' Championship. And the Gaming Nub in 22nd. And if you're wondering, wait a second, there's only 20 drivers on the grid. We have quite a few reserves as well. So reserves are part of the championship. So we'll have some past 20th place. For Rocket Williams Racing, we have Squirmy and Blase. Squirmy sitting in 10th. Coming back today to race at Canada, hoping to improve and crack higher up into that top 10. Blase, I believe, unfortunately not making it this race, but he'll be sitting 16th and will not improve. Sport Pesa Racing Point Formula 1 team, and I really hope they change their name this next year. We got Doc Block, Young Dagger. Doc sitting in 17th place. He'll be back after a week-long break last week. Currently sitting in 17th, looking to improve as well. We got Young Dagger, who I believe may be making it tonight, sitting in 6th. Renault Sport Formula 1 team, who I believe are just Renault Formula 1 team now, consisting of Kermit and Cosmo, our D1 commentators. Great team. They are currently 13th and 15th, so down there, but not out of the fight yet. Trying their best to stay in it in the constructors. We got Aston Martin Red Bull Racing, consisting of Shay B and Blizzard. Shay B in 20th place and Blizzard in 21st. So these guys definitely trying to get back into that top 20, beat out some of those reserve drivers, and stay consistent as full-time drivers. Of course, Blizzard being a rookie, he's looking to make something happen here in the season. Also, Mercedes-AMG Petronas Formula 1 team, consisting of Netmilk and Fusion Dog. They are both past the 20th ranking here, 23rd for Fusion Dog, 25th for Netmilk. Trying their best to rack up some points, get some clean finishes here, and put some glory back to Mercedes. Finally, and last but not least, we got Haas F1 team. We got Eduardo Andretti in 18th. He's a rookie, looking to get into league racing. He's doing decent so far this season, staying within the top 20. We got Nuke and Korea, who is fortunately/unfortunately only shown up to a few races. He's sitting in 24th, so definitely trying to get some more points this week at Canada. So now we'll go on to our young track. Let's see what our drivers are doing, as they're just coming out of the garage now, it seems. A couple new reserves this week as well. We've got Ozone Chimera, Joshua Burns. Netmilk is back this week, so he's in. And we got Tiger Racing as well, you can see in the Alfa Romeo down there. So 3 reserves this race, all brand new, looking to make their debut in PPR. We'll keep an eye on them. We're going to throw up a track map here, see if anyone has started a flyer yet. Looks like the Ferrari of Persian King, I believe, is cruising on his outlap. We got plenty of cars screaming towards the start line. We'll see who can settle that first. Stay on board with Persian King here, though. As he comes into the first chicane, and by first I mean last, activates that DRS, coming up to the line to start his flying lap on those soft compound tires, of course. Dives into the first corner, uses all the inside of that curb. Cosmo staying out the way there, nice job by him. Extending all the way to the side of the track here for down to fourth gear, cutting over both these curves for the high-speed chicane, the Vettel chicane, as Kermit liked to call it. Hard braking for another left-right chicane here, a little bit wider, a little bit of oversteer there from Persian King. Gets back on the throttle and activates that DRS. Coming under the bridge now, down to fourth gear, going through this right-left chicane, where Hamilton lost out in free practice last season. Down to the hairpin now, all the way down to first gear to get that car rotated. Nice exit from Persian King, down to the back straight. Cruising down with that DRS lap wide open, up to the final chicane. Down to fourth gear. Nice and clean over the final chicane. Coming up to the line, what can he do? A 109.4. Then we have Doppelot coming up with a 111.4. Looks like we got plenty of drivers now coming up to the line, but not many setting times. They're starting their flying laps here. We got a Renault coming up. Young Dagger coming in with a 108.4. Flying through. He may have just shot through that turn. I'm not sure. He came out of the pit lane, it seemed. Kermit, of course, starting his flying lap as well. Race 33, setting a 110.1, putting him in P3. So currently Dagger with a 108.4, cruising out in front. With Dr. Mashorty come up the line and setting a 109.7, setting him in P3. Red Bull of Blizzard setting a 112.5, now putting him in P6. We'll go on board now. Excuse me while I get this game volume sorted. Typical OBS fashion. Yeah, for some reason, our OBS does not want to capture the audio here. It's currently playing through the computer, so bear with us as we try and get this sorted. Meanwhile, no one able to pit Young Dagger as he's on pole currently, provisionally with a 108.4, clearing Persian King by a full second. Shout out to Shane Torley, father of Blizzard, looking out as we try and sort this out. Pardon, folks, while we sort this. Still having some technical difficulties. We're going to take a short break here, real quick, while I sort this out. Thank you guys for understanding. I'll be right back as soon as possible. Sorry about that, folks. Looks like we're not going to have game audio tonight due to OBS not being our friend. Usually I blame things on Cody's, but tonight it seems to be OBS. Done everything right, and still just doesn't seem to work. And I'd rather not restart the stream to try and fix the issue, so we're going to keep it going. You just get to listen to my beautiful voice instead. So we have Tiger Racing going P9 across the line. We got Young Dagger Dick setting a faster lap of 108.1, and Dr. McShorty going faster with a 109.2. Right now, let's hop on board with young Joshua Burns, cruising on his outlap actually, so we'll let him do him. Looks like everyone should be coming in from their second laps now before waiting to get started for their final lap. Joshua Burns, one of our reserve drivers, looking to do something big here in his PPR debut. Yeah, audio's not happening tonight, folks. Unfortunately. Josh getting a nice tow from Persian King. Though they're not teammates, I believe they know each other pretty well. Josh getting a nice toe on the back straight, coming up to the line. We'll see what he can do. He does a 108.8, so awesome lap there by him. We'll hop on board with Henners. Who has moved teams. Now he's now on Williams after originally being a reserve, I believe. So he's full-time here now. We'll hop on board with the Renault of Cosmo, who's coming up to the line. We'll see what he can do. Goes a little faster. P13 with a 110.397. It's looking saucy out there. We've got Doc Block crossing the line, going up to P13 now with a 110.341. And the McLaren of Striff starting a flyer here. Come on board now with Henners as he comes up to the line to finish up his flying lap. Throw on tire data for you here too as well. As Henners does not improve his time, may have invalidated there, but he has plenty of ERS, so he'll be looking to go on another flyer here, it seems. Tiger Racing has backed off his lap, and we have Kermit coming in hot on his flyer into the final chicane. Cross the line does not improve, so that'll be his qualifying session probably done here unless he throws in another banger of a lap, but he's halfway out of ERS there, so I doubt that will happen. Hop on board with Striff as he comes up to the line, getting a nice tow here. Seems from PPR Skirming, who's on his out lap. Comes across the line, does not improve, and will stay where he's at. We got Ozone Shamir coming up to the line as well, as he does not have a front left end plate, so he will have to be boxing here. And the Williams of Henners there coming up to the line, trying to improve his time, but he does not. He'll stay at a 109.2, unless he's going for another lap here as well. The racing point of Young Dagger is now on his outlap. We're seeing if he can improve his time of a 108.1. Seems to have insanely rapid pace here at Canada compared to the rest of the field. Cruising down the back straight in that racing point through the final chicane up to the line, down in the first corner, keeping it nice and tight. He gets a little deep there on turn 2. May have compromised his run. This Tiger Racing is actually P3 at the moment. The 109.2, so see what we can do. Right now, out of all the drivers on their flyers, it seems that Young Dagger is the first of the flying laps for this final session. 40 seconds left, and Young Dagger will have to have aborted his lap there. He'll back off, so that'll be his qualifying done. We'll see if he can hold on to that pole. Looks promising as he's 7/10 ahead of the next quickest guy. We've got the Mercedes of Netmilk. What seems to be on a flyer. Coming around the hairpin. Nice and tidy. Cruising down the back straight. Squirmy close behind in that Williams. And qualifying is officially over, and he'll dive into the pit. So Squirmy looking to go faster here. May have just cut the corner. Lagging all over. And he will have backed out of that lap. We've got racer 33, though, right behind him. Coming around the final chicane. Up to the line. Can he improve his time? He does. He goes P3 with a 109.1. But Joshua Burns right behind him. It will not be going any faster. We've got the Red Bull, it seems, of Delirious coming up to the line on the softs. Will not improve his time. Will stay on the mediums. Persian King goes P4. Joshua Burns going P2. Sorry, P5. Somehow. Dr. McShorty went P4. Sorry. Persian King P5. We got the racing point of Doc Block still to go. Cruising down and see if he can crack that top 10. Activating DRS. Looks like Young Dagger will be your pole sitter unless Doc pulls a crazy lap. He goes P9 with a 109.6. Awesome lap there by him. All we've got left now is Kermit, who is diving to the pits. So there you have it, folks. That'll be it for your qualifying. Young Dagger, we totally don't want to go to his profile. We don't like him that much. But there you have it, folks. Young Dagger is your pole sitter for PC Division 2. Joshua Burns, the rookie reserve, coming in hot in P2. Race to 33, put in a fire lap at the end there to nag P3. And the Ferraris of Dr. McShorty and Persian King, love some AI, are in P4 and 5. Awesome qualifying by all our drivers there. So we have Young Dagger, Joshua Burns, race 33 for your top 3. Dr. McShorty, Persian King, Tiger Racing, Henners, Delirious on the mediums, of course. Doc Block in P9. Nice lap by him there. Dump Truck in P10. Ozone Chimera P11. Kermit P12. Skybits P13. And so on. We're going to take a quick break, ladies and gentlemen. I will be back shortly, halfway through this formation lap. We got Young Dagger on a flyer out here. I think he thinks the race already started at this point. Pulling way ahead of the pack on this formation lap. And Stripper Clit, Fusion Dog, is not here at the moment, unfortunately. So his full-time seat may be in jeopardy. Unless he has a valid excuse, of course. Young Dagger pulling up the line right quick with Joshua Burns right behind him. Everyone's slowly pulling up to the line. Looks like a nice and sunny day here on the St. Lawrence River. So it shouldn't be too bad. Shouldn't be like our PCD1 race that had a sprinkle of rain in the beginning that mixed the strategy up quite a bit. PPR Squirmy has added me as a friend on the formation lap. What a guy. Here we go, folks. 3, 4, 5 red lights. It's lights out, and we're underway here for the Canadian Grand Prix. Dagger with a great start there, pulling away side by side for P3 and 4, race at 33, holding his line. Ferrari staying clean. Everyone else keeping it nice and tidy. Doc Block staying up in P9, not getting passed by Dump Truck there, as there is a virtual safety car already for what seems to be nothing? What happened here, folks? I'm not entirely sure. But we do have a virtual safety car, and we're going to see. It looks like Squirmy has dropped from the session, so we're going to try and add him back in here real quick. That may be from Squirmy's car. I'm not entirely sure. Let's go find him. Teach me how to use Steam, please. One new invite. We got Squirmy. Accept. Return to game. How the fuck do I invite in? Sorry. Language. Guys, come on. You can't be doing that. We're going to go find Squirmy. Where is he? PPR Squirmy. Seems to be online. Currently not my friend, so this is quite the conundrum. We get back to racing, though, because that's what we're here to see. As we have Neb Milk retiring from the session, unfortunately. Looks like there's a big toss-up there, as Squirmy's able to get back in the session. But loses his wing, so Ozan Shamir caught up in something as well. We'll go back up, though, to Young Dagger, as there seems to be no safety car. Yes, there's currently no game sound, but we have Dr. McShorty up into P2 now, looking to make some kind of move on Dagger. There seems to have been a spin from Skybits. Unfortunately, we'll go down there, see what happens. He is spun around, lost some wing there. That is super unfortunate. Great camera angle, Cody's. We want to see what happens here from the offboard angle. Stay up here, though, with Young Dagger. He's got a bunch of cars screaming down the back straight. Young Dagger already pulling away here. We've got Persian King getting close to race 33 as Dagger says the fastest lap. Pipped off by Persian King with a 112.6. So these guys looking quick here on the soft tires as DRS is now enabled. So there should be some passing as Striff has gone into the pits. So not a good start for the McLaren runners as they were looking to both hop on that podium. Joshua Burns, though, starting P2, dropping all the way back to P5 after that VSC. So that is unfortunate. Try this one more time. Pardon, folks, as we're trying to get PPR Squirmy back in this race. Young Dagger going fastest now, pulling away 1.5 seconds ahead of Racer 33. Big line of cars here now. Train forming on the back of Racer 33. The two Ferraris and the Haas. All Ferrari powered engines here as Dr. McShorty has left and rejoined the session as their Ferraris are side by side now, blocking the Haas, it seems. Dr. McShorty's AI seems to have taken over still. As Eduardo Andrade gets a time penalty, Dr. McShorty is still not in control of his car, as you can tell by that red X above his name. Tiger Racing looking to do something here as Dr. McShorty has ghosted. He may have just re-entered the game. Yes, he has indeed. So he's controlling his car. Tiger goes down the inside into the hairpin. Side by side still as they exit. This is Dr. McShorty driving again now. Dr. McShorty pulling away as Henners has decided to pit now. Delirious looking to make some kind of move on Dump Truck. He is on those medium tires, so he's looking to last as long as possible. Meanwhile, Joshua Burns right on the back of Persian King. We're going to try and get Squirmy back in here. Alright, we've got him back on Steam, so he should be able to join now. Hopefully, as Joshua Burns still unable to do anything. But Delirious has made it past Dump Truck on those medium tires, so he's looking to charge up and catch this soft runner train from P3 down to P6. Race 33 able to pull away a bit there from Persian King. Looking pretty solid up there in P2. Joshua Burns gets a 3-second time penalty, which will not help his race at all. Time penalties are vital here at Canada. It is a Ferrari Joshua Burns sandwich at the moment. Some team orders could come into play here. As here comes Dr. McShorty. Looking to go down the inside. Backs off there. Keeps it safe. As Rich 33 is already pit. We'll see if he has to get a wing change here. Not sure what happened there. Looks like they're double stacked as well on Tiger Racing. Not sure what happened there. Cody's, please explain me this. We got a yellow flag in sector 3. Looks like, oh no, the racing point of Doc Bullock has spun out. Don't see any wing damage though, so he looks like he may be all right. Oh, as Doc Bullock has seemingly just spun around on his own. Not sure if his tires are hot and his brakes are hot. May have locked up and rotated the car completely. On board now with Dr. McShorty, who's looking to try and make something happen on Joshua Burns, who seems to be out of DRS range from Persian King. Yellow flag in sector 1. It could still be Doc Block, who's spinning. His tires have got to be screaming at the moment. Joshua Burns diving in the pits, and Dr. McShorty not expecting it, so he'll cut that corner and seemingly not get a penalty. Persian King into the pits as well. So we'll see who comes out on top. As Persian King comes by, Joshua Burns does have wing damage. That is unfortunate. So he may have had a wing damage from that early start, which is why it dropped him down to P5. Not entirely sure. Dr. McShorty, though, chilling in P2 with Young Dagger 8 seconds ahead on those 7-lap old soft tires. Delirious inherits P3 on the medium, so he'll be looking to eventually catch the lead here. Joshua Burns comes out in P8 as we had got a little quarrel right here with these three drivers between Dump Truck, Eduardo Andretti, and Tiger Racing, looking to get back through after pitting. Eduardo Andretti has yet to pit. Dump Truck struggling to pass him on the harder compound tires. Doc Block hitting the pits after that not so hot lap. It's a 33, gets around Cosmo into the hairpin. Cosmo has yet to pit. Racer 33 on a charge to catch back up now as Dr. McShorty does eventually pit, so we'll see where he comes out. So he gets passed by Delirious, who will inherit P2. Racer 33 coming around the final chicane. Looks like he may have tapped the wall of champions there. We'll see where all these guys come out in comparison to Dr. McShorty. They seem to have passed him. Dr. McShorty dropping all the way back to P6 after that. Looks like the ultimate strat was the undercut for the first stop. This, of course, being a possible 2-stop race. Cosmo screaming on those 8-lap old softs. Dr. McShorty will be looking to take him back as soon as possible. Anyone in chat knows how to invite while in game. Seemingly not that difficult, I suppose. Usually on Xbox, you can invite right away. It's not seeming to work here. Oh man. OBS, you are killing me today. Delirious now inherits the lead as Young Dagger has pit. Squirmy, I'm sorry, man. That's on you. Get better internet, bud. As we have Skybits retiring in the Wall of Champions, getting hit by Young Dagger, who has spun round and got a 5-second penalty for a severe collision with Skybits. I'm not entirely sure what happened there. So we're trying to figure out how to invite Squirmy, whose internet dropped, unfortunately. But that would be crucial for Young Dagger's race. So Delirious looking pretty good out there with a virtual safety car. Unfortunate, though, for Skybits, who was looking to do something good on his favorite track. Oh, let's not broadcast, please. Would not like that. Broadcasting disabled. There we go. That's what we want. We want a better stream quality here for you guys. So, VRS has been, or sorry, VSC has been lifted. We got Tiger Racing charging back Trying to make something happen here on Henners. Too far back to make anything happen. As Persian King has gone into the pits for possibly a new wing change. Not sure what happened there. He may have sped under VS. I'm not sure under VC. It would have been a drive-through though, so I'm not sure why he pit. He's still on those same mediums, so it must have been a drive-through penalty for speeding under VSC. Henner's going up his inside though. Delirious looking pretty up there in P1, 3 seconds ahead on those older mediums. Race at 33, not looking too shabby either. Tiger right behind these two, looking to make something happen. Persian King getting the move done quite easily there. For the braking zone, we'll see if Tiger Racing can do anything about it, as he has a DRS on Henners. With the slightly younger tires, not too much though, as Henry goes deep into that corner, and Tiger Racing will back off. Dagger goes fastest now, down in P10. Overtaking Kermit into turn 1. Stay back on board though with Tiger Racing. He's looking to make some kind of move on Henners. He's getting held up here. Persian King pulling away now. Looks like there's some wing damage there from Henners possibly. Going under the bridge. Stagger's closing in on Ozone Chimera. Getting a nice exit out of the chicane. Backs off here. He's going to wait for some DRS. We'll hop on board with Tiger to see if he can do anything. Looks like he's too far back, as Dagger has made the move before waiting. Ozone Chimera went too deep. Henner's going into the pits now and gets a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Race 33 now on the back of Delirious. Looking pretty good here on those fresher tires. Delirious stretching the mediums as long as he can, hoping for a safety car or something of the sort. This is pass for the lead here. Here comes race 33 with that DRS. Plenty of ERS to spare. See if we get the move done nice and early. Delirious backing off here, and he's going into the pits here. He has gone 13 laps on those tires. Hope for a safety car, nothing happening. And that'll be that. Dr. McShorty coming through. Race 33 has a substantial lead now over second place. So race 33 in a good position now to try and capture this race win. But you never know what can happen. Delirious comes out of the pits in what seems to be P6. He may get in front of Tiger Racing as he comes around T2. Dagger goes fastest now. He's on a charge. So Delirious stays in P5 with Tiger in P6. Delirious on much fresher tires than anyone around him. So he'll be looking good to try and push back up the field. Meanwhile, we got Blizzard trying to make a move on Stryfium. Yellow flag in sector 1 and 2. Seems to be all right across the board. Blizzard gets a little tap there. Goes up the inside now. Striff. And gets the move done into turn 1. Nice job by Blizzard there. We got young Dagger trying to make a move on Dump Truck now. Dagger blowing by the rest of the field, trying to make something up here. Got Dump Truck on the inside, trying to hold that line. Dagger going around the outside of the hairpin, making the move stick. Awesome pass there by him. Tiger trying to keep up with Delirious on his older tires. Activates that DRS, but he'll be too far back to make a move into turn 1 here. Dagger now on a charge to make up 6 seconds to catch up to P6. Kermit gets a 3-second time penalty as Dump Truck has now hit the pits. Ozen Chimera inheriting 8th place. Looks like they are coming up to the back marker, blue flagger of PPR Squirmy, who has disconnected, so he's not controlling his car. So Delirious will have to watch out. Try to make the move, see if the AI gets out of the way, and he does quite well. He does as well for Tiger Racing. See what happens here with Dagger as he approaches Squirmy. Tiger just too far back now. Doing a good job of staying with Delirious on those fresher tires. Delirious is on those hards, mind you. So he'll be looking for the one stop here. An ultimate strat that could pay off. His pace not looking too shabby though. This Dump Truck has passed Blizzard. He's on a charge. Dagger gets a 3-second time penalty for cutting corners there. Dock block, a 3-second time penalty as well for multiple warnings. Kermit into the pits. Yellow flag in sector 1. Looks like the Renault of Kermit has gone round. Sorry, of Cosmo. He's able to get out quite alright though. Kermit right on the back of Blizzard now. On those fresh hard tires, so looking to make some kind of move happen straight out the pits. Right on the back of Blizzard now, looking to make something happen as Joshua Burns has pit on lap 9 for his old mediums, it seems. He'll be switching on to fresh mediums, surprisingly. So it looks like he'll be going to the end here on those mediums as he started on the softs. Kermit getting the job done nice and easy there on Blizzard before the DRS zone. But Blizzard should have DRS now if he can stay with him. So he'll be too far back to make a move happen though. Meanwhile, Joshua Burns right on the back of Ozone Chimera. Looking to make something happen. For those of you following along, I've just been texted that Los Angeles has declared a state of emergency today due to the coronavirus. LA in quotes, so not sure what that means. So I'm out here, staying indoors, commentating F1. That's how I stay healthy. Joshua Burns getting the move done nice and easy. We've got Dump Truck creeping on the back of Cosmo. Looking to make something happen on the Renault driver. This is fighting for the final points position here. Gets the move done into the chicane. So Wardo and Strifium are going side by side, it seems. Strifium getting ahead. Who will have DRS, though? Looks like Strifium does, so he'll be pulling away. Nice and easy. Dagger right on the back of Tiger now. And they can see Delirious up in the distance. Who Tiger has fell away from slowly here. Dagger getting a lot of wheel spin on the curb there. Able to keep it in control. Seems to be in striking distance for Tiger Racing. That goes side by side. He goes to the outside here. Oh, gets squeezed by Tiger. Nice and clean, though, from both drivers. Pushing it to the limits. Tiger will get a time penalty from cutting that first chicane, but he'll come back now. Dagger with the DRS. Will he make the dive? We'll see. Coming across the line side by side. Tiger will back off and concede the position. It's now on to young Dagger to try and take out Delirious. And by take out, I mean overtake, because we don't want none of that here in this league race. Of course, time penalties will be crucial here at the end. I know Dagger at least has 2 from what I remember. Delirious seemingly has none, so he's looking good. Delirious will be going to the end, bar any wing damage. So there's a yellow flag in Sector 3. Looks to be A-OK on the mini-map. Nothing too crucial. Dagger going around the outside now. Nice and easy. Looks like Delirious should have the DRS, though. Get a nice exit here. Dagger approaching the tire life of those mediums. Pushing 9 laps. Dagger will have the DRS. So not much doing for Delirious. That move is pretty much over. Race 33 getting a time penalty. Could damage his hopes of winning this race. Delirious doing a good job here to staying with what seems to be the quickest guy. Doc Block has spun out. And I believe not retired. He is still good. There is his entire wing. That is the Racing Point front wing. What a souvenir that could be. Trying to get out of the way of everyone. Eduardo Andretti doing a good job. Or sorry, Joshua Burns doing a good job staying out the way. A fortunate race there as we have a virtual safety car. This could be crucial for our race leaders who could be looking to duck into. I don't think Racer 33 knows there's a safety car. Because he could be pushing the drive-through penalty. He's dipping to the pit, so perfect timing for Racer 33 for a virtual safety car. This will definitely help him. As well as Dr. McShorty. These guys prime position now to pit. Persian King inheriting the lead though, but he is on those 14-lap old mediums, so he'll have to pit very shortly here. His young Dagger has now pit. That's unfortunate for Delirious as he was trying to get that advantage of the one stop. But it looks like Race 33 and Persian King have gotten. Sorry, Race 33 has gotten the stop done nice and easy. Delirious will now have to just stay in arm's length of Race 33 to try and make anything happen. I know Race 33 does have some penalties. But we will see that. VSC, of course, coming from Doc Verloc, who spun out and lost his entire front wing. He is still in this race, though, sitting pretty in P17. Unfortunate for him, he qualified P9, just unable to make it consistent throughout the race. Dr. McShorty already gaining on Delirious. You can see Delirious dropping from Racer 33 on those hard tires. Persian King now has decided to pit, so that'll be very unlucky for him as he's pitting after the VSC happened, losing the maximum amount of time. Drops him to P4. Joshua Burns coming up to the line to see if he can do anything. Looks like Persian King will be way ahead of him. You can see him on the screen there in the distance. Young Dagger trying to make something happen now, coming back in P6, charging back, trying to catch up to his competitors. Meanwhile, we got Dr. McShorty on the move. Now within 1 second in DRS range of Delirious. Delirious will be defending for his life out here on those harder tires. Right on the back of him now. Should have DRS, and he's got plenty of ERS, you can tell by the yellow bar on his steering wheel. Looks like he may be a bit too far back. Delirious running some low wings here. That Honda power keeping him ahead. Gets a pretty bad line there through the chicane though, so Dr. McShorty right on his tail. Heading into the first corner. We'll see. Delirious goes defensive. Dr. McShorty round the outside. Looking to make something happen. Gets the move done. Awesome job by him there. Keeping with it. Going around the outside into turn 1. And down the inside into turn 2. Getting that P2. You got Young Dagger though. Cruising. Closing that gap up to Joshua Burns. Delirious will be now trying to hold on to this podium. Doing everything he can with 10 laps left to go. There's still plenty of race left as we're getting 3-second time penalties galore out here. Delirious still within DRS range, so he'll have that toe on this straight, but we'll see how long he can stay with Dr. McShorty. It's not looking too promising. A little bit of a wall of champions tap there from our Xbox D1 champion way back in the day. That's right, Delirious won a championship back in 2019, and he's made the move to PC. Trying ultimate strats here. No one else going for the one stop except for him, it seems. Hope he can make it last. Doing a good job of staying with Dr. McShorty here. Of course, when those mediums start to fall off, Delirious will have the upper hand as the hards last for literally ever. Dagger already closing that gap like crazy, up within almost 1 second of Joshua Burns, making moves. So we'll keep an eye on him as he's charging up the field, trying to make up those positions. All 5 drivers ahead of him should hope for no safety car, because if Dagger gets close to them, he'll be smoking them off the line. How's it going, Mitch Houston? We currently have some technical difficulties, so no game sound, so all you get is my beautiful voice. That's completely subjective. As Dagger's now within a second, he's got that DRS. Sorry, he does not have the DRS yet. He will next lap, though. Nice and close on the back of Joshua Burns. 3-lap fresher tires. The beautiful look of the St. Lawrence River. You can see it there. Cody's doing a good job of capturing the beauty that is Canada. Dagger now has that DRS, and he'll be waiting to attack on the Haas driver in front of him. As we have Persian King getting ahead of Delirious. Into the hairpin, Delirious letting him by. He should have the DRS. We'll see what Dagger has to say in the hairpin, though. Nice and close to Joshua Burns. Delirious too far back to make a move, it seems. But Dagger all over Joshua Burns. Cruising up on him. Side by side. Around the outside. It makes that move nice and easy. We'll get it done. Joshua Burns cuts the corner again. Gets another 3-second time penalty. Unfortunate for him. Right on the tail of Dagger now. Too far back to make another move to switch back. Dagger up into P5. Not sure what time penalties have to say. So we'll keep an eye on that, of course. Delirious dropping back now in P4. Not looking good for him. As the charging Dagger is coming back to try and fight him. The one stop, seemingly slower strat here, considering the safety cars, VSCs, although we have not had a safety car yet. We've had plenty on the Xbox games, but only VSCs so far on the PC games this week in our leagues. Joshua Burns doing everything he can to stay with young Dagger Dick. Still within a second. Using that DRS as much as possible. So we got Tiger trying to close in here on Henners. Looks like we got Doc Bullock trying to unlaugh himself here. It seems. Closing in on Cosmo. Dangerous game here, as we know what happened with Ocon and Max at Brazil. And what was that, 2019? No, 2018. That was a long time ago now. Doc Bullock trying to make everything happen. He's oversteered and locked up again. The same turn. He's having trouble with that turn one. Dagger right on the back of Delirious now. Using that DRS, Delirious will go to the inside, trying to defend on the hard tires. Will Dagger go around the outside? We'll see. Delirious holding his line nice and well. Awesome defending there. Dagger getting a time penalty yet again, so that's crucial to his race. Gets in front of Delirious, though, making the move stick. That's another one done and dusted by Young Dagger. Joshua Burns, another time penalty for him as well. So these guys are racking them up, although I haven't seen Delirious or Purging King get any time penalties. So these guys could be jumping up quite a few positions. This could be an exciting end, as we have no idea how many penalties there are. We'll see if Delirious can hold off Joshua Burns. He's still got 6 laps left. There's plenty of time left for crazy stuff to happen as Ozone Chimera gets in front of Kermit. Looks like Doc Block is too far back. He's lost sight of that. Kermit has lost the position to Ozone Chimera. Joshua Burns slowly closing in, although the mediums on his Haas are approaching their tire life, which could even out the playing field for these two drivers. Yellow flag in sector 2. Seems to be all right. As Stryfium has retired from the session. Oh no. That is unfortunate, as there is a virtual safety car, as we can see now. There he is. The McLaren has tangled with Doc Bullock. Not sure what happened there. Both Doc Bullock and Stryfium out of this session. Dump truck opting to pit the softs. That's a smart strategy there by him. So is Ozone. Very unfortunate, though, for the McLaren and the Racing Point. Those two seem extremely tangled up. Yet again, no safety car, only a virtual safety car. This is only on PC, so very interesting as to why Xbox was deploying all the safety cars and PC was only deploying VSCs. Meanwhile, Joshua Byrne trying to make something happen as the VSC is lifted. And he's back on the tail of Delirious with 4 laps left to go. PPR Scrummy's Ghost inherits P15. Unfortunate for a double retirement from our McLarens. So we'd love to see them do a little bit better. As Henners has retired from the session. Not sure what happened there. The Wall of Champions has got him. There's a yellow flag to 3. That's got to be a safety car, ladies and gentlemen. If it's not, then Cody's what? I don't even know anymore. Dump truck coming up to the line. Got the Haas of Eduardo Andretti passing him as well. Big old yellow flag. Exactly like Kevin Magnussen in qualifying in 2019. Just hitting that Wall of Champions and spinning around. There's not even a VSC. Cody's what? Delirious getting passed by Joshua Burns in the meantime. Down in the hairpin. You're right, stripper clip. That's exactly what it looked like. Delirious catching Joshua Burns somehow, even without DRS. That is wild to me as to how that's happening. Delirious gets a nice run here. But Joshua Burns will have a DRS due to the way this track is set up and the detection zones are placed. Fortunate for Henders. That's 5 retirements now from our drivers. Delirious dropping now down to P6. Unfortunate for him, as his one-stop strategy seems to be slipping out the door. Joshua Burns seemed to have hit the wall there and maybe lost some wing, which could play into Delirious's favor. Of course, we know Joshua Burns has at least like 9 seconds of penalties, so Delirious may get that position back, not on track, but on the timetables. These medium runners stretching the life of their tires now. Delirious on lap 17 of his hards. Right on the back of Joshua Burns. A sniper came out and sniped Henners out of nowhere. Delirious coming back on Josh Burns, making something happen around the outside into the chicane. They're going side by side. Delirious coming back yet again. He's got the pace. He's got the DRS. He's got the ERS going to the outside. Joshua Burns stays the inside, dives deep down. Oh my goodness, Cody's give me some angles. It looks like Delirious had to cut the corner there. Gets a 10-second time penalty, which definitely will be removed by stewards, I'm assuming, as he was forced wide by Joshua Burns and passed yet again. Joshua Burns staying with him, though, not letting him leave his sight. These two will be battling to the end for track position. Although they have different time penalties, I'm sure they'll want to get it done on track. Joshua Burns is not giving up yet. He has no front right end plate, so he did get wing damage from that Vettel chicane, as we'd like to call it, hitting that wall on the exit. He's got DRS now, though. 15 lap old medium tires. He's stretching them to their fullest. Maxing out in 7th gear, as you can see there, down to 3rd into the chicane. Using lower gears due to his lack of downforce to let that car bite in. Doing a good job of staying here with Delirious. Still within a second now. So we've got Ozone Chimera on softs, closing down on Cosmo. We'll see if he can get an overtake done by the Mercedes driver here. This is for P9 and P10. Very vital at the final stages of this race. Cosmo looking to go defensive, stays on the outside though. Little tap there from Ozone Chimera. Cosmo keeps it under control as they're approaching a back marker now of Eduardo Andretti. Young Dagger gets another 3-second time penalty, so he'll be nearing disqualification, sure. I'm sure. Jeff should be on the radio now. So here comes Ozone, trying to make something happen. Can't make it stick as Eduardo Andretti is holding them up big time. Lets them through. Josh Burns gets another penalty, and he'll be too far back to make anything happen. Was it Ozone trying to catch up to the DRS open of Cosmo. Cosmo goes in defensive. It goes side by side through the chicane. They'll have to back out. Oh, as Ozone spins, keeps it out of the wall. Luckily, nothing doing there as we have drivers coming back. He's doing a good job of making sure. Oh, as he hits his wing there, that's unfortunate. We got plenty of drivers coming by. Unfortunate for Ozone as he loses his points position. As we're now on the final lap of the race, ladies and gentlemen. We've got race 33 coming up to the line. Approaching the back markers of Eduardo Andretti. It's been a long race. We'll see if race 33 can hold on and win the Grand Prix. Time penalties still coming. Ferrari's coming across the line. Dr. McShorty wins the Grand Prix. ahead of Persian King, ahead of Racer 33, ahead of Young Dagger, who's got plenty of penalties. Delirious comes up to the line. Sorry, into the final chicane. Dr. McShorty is your race winner. It's a Ferrari 1-2, ladies and gentlemen. Comes up to the line in a nice, comfortable P5 ahead of Joshua Burns in P6. Tiger Racing on his debut. Coming up to the line. Pipes out Joshua Burns due to time penalties. With dump truck well down the road, looking to cruise up. But there you have it, folks. A Ferrari 1-2 after time penalties. Racer 33 seemed to have such a great race there. But in the end, it all came down to time penalties. A all too familiar podium there, consisting of Dr. McShorty, Persian King, and Racer 33. Young Dagger, unfortunately, after that contact, tried to make his way back up and only got P4 in the end. Delirious' 10-second time penalty won't even matter because he's 15 seconds down anyways. So, regardless, he drove a great race as well. There you have it, folks. All of our finishers, all 14 of them, made it through. Look at that, a double Ferrari podium. We would hope to see plenty of that this year in real life. Dr. McShorty, of course, your race winner. Awesome job by him. Ferrari just dominating this division. You'll love to see it. Getting that XP, of course, from commentating. Cody's, I love it. So there you have it, Dr. McShorty, with no time penalties whatsoever. Props to him in P1. Persian King just behind him with one penalty in P2. Race 33 in P3 with 15 seconds. Dagger in P4. Delirious P5. Tiger P6. Joshua Burns P7. Dump Truck P8. Cosmo P9. And Kermit P10 to round off the grid. Plenty of DNFers here. Plenty of time penalties. But congrats to Dr. McShorty for winning the Canadian Grand Prix for PPR's Division 2. All right, we're going to go ahead and find our pony finishers. We'll see if the volume can work here. We'll try and get those guys in the lobby. We'll start out, of course, with our third place finisher. We'll see if we can get him to work. Of course. Good, man. We unfortunately won't have post-race interviews due to OBS not capturing any of my desktop audio. So we'll get it next time. Great race, though, man. I'm going to have to end the stream here, though. So thank you guys so much for watching. Unfortunately, due to technical difficulties, that will get sorted out next week. We can't have post-race interviews, but we'll get some word from the driver and be sure to post that to our Twitter when we post the results. Thank you guys so much, though. We appreciate you sticking with it, even though there was no sound and you had to stick up with my voice. But that's all right anyways. We'll play out, though, with some Inspector Norse. Oh, you guys can't even hear music either. Oh, that's a goddamn shame. Anyways, thanks for watching. We appreciate it. And go on YouTube and play your favorite song for me while you watch these credits. Take it easy.